Today in this video we're going to be talking about the Marvel's Avengers free next gen upgrade from your PS4 or Xbox One version. So this was announced, yeah, they confirmed that this would happen a few days ago. So Square Enix informs that Marvel's Avengers will have free upgrades to next gen versions. Owners of Marvel's Avengers on PS4 and Xbox One will get a free upgrade to the next-gen versions later this year. Slightly incorrect there, Peer Velocity, as that was 2020 when you read that, and now it's 2021, and it's coming now in, 2 days? Those excited about Square Enix' upcoming Marvel Avengers and the next generation of console hardware will please know that its superhero title will be getting a free upgrade for PS5 and Xbox Series X this holiday, with the game launching on September 4th, 2020 for PS4 and Xbox One. There was a reason to believe that it may not be compatible with the new consoles coming this holiday season. Thankfully, that isn't the case, and Square Enix has explained what the process will be like. In a post over the PlayStation blog, we learned that players will certainly need to buy either the digital or physical version, and I bought digital on Xbox One. So that's still going to down, but at least you won't be stuck with an outdated version of the game. The next gen version will also have options for graphical fidelity and frame rate prioritization. It stated that the latter targets 60 FPS with dynamic 4K resolution, and that fancy new SSD tech is also said to make loading feel near instantaneous, which is hopefully traversing the big road Square Enix is promising. If I scroll down here. While the initial story didn't make mention of the Xbox Series X, Square Enix later confirmed that both consoles will get the upgrade and the in-feature cross-generation multiplayer support. PS5 players will be able to play Marvel's Avengers with their friends on PS4 and Xbox Series X. My friend doesn't even have neither of those versions, so I guess I'm just been playing the single player campaign until he does get the game. News like this is fantastic for console players that are looking to upgrade this year. I'm not entirely sold on either of the next gen consoles yet, but it's great to see that if I make up an investment in a big game like this, I won't have to keep an additional console hooked up to play it. Sony still hasn't revealed its full plans for similar upgrades, but at least we got the info on Avengers. Alright, so welcome back. So Marvel's Avengers Next Gen launch announced with free PS5 Xbox Series X/S upgrade. During their Marvel's Avengers forum, Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics announced that the next gen versions of the superhero action game will release on March 18th, 2021. That's like 8 days after my book comes out. It's been about 6 since it came out. The launch of the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions of Marvel's Avengers will coincide with the release of the upcoming DLC Operation Hawkeye Future Imperfect. So if I scroll down here, the next gen version of Marvel's Avengers is to offer higher frame rates and enhanced visuals compared to the current gen available for PS4 and Xbox One. Hey, the Xbox version doesn't even look that bad actually. Getting a bit more specific, the game will boast up to 4K resolution on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and 1440p on Xbox Series S. I'm not sure if that's for gaming. I'm not sure if it's based on TV, because I've got a 4K one, or if the console is very similarly only capable of 1440p. Additionally, players can expect dramatically faster loading and streaming times thanks to the new console's built-in SSD, as well as higher resolution textures, farther draw distances where high-resolution models improved heroics and armor destruction and other enhancements. One of the major criticisms of Marvel's Avengers when I first released on last gen was the poor frame rate and slow performance. I only played the game on PlayStation 4, and there is a ton of stuttering and lag, and especially when playing with others, the game was often struggled to keep up with all the action going on if too much was happening on screen. Hopefully, with the power of the next-gen consoles, a lot of the issues that plagued Marvel's Avengers on PS4 and Xbox One will be improved or fixed. Marvel's Avengers free upgrade to PS5 and Xbox Series X. I don't even own a PS4 version of the game, but I do own an Xbox One version of the game on Series S. Now, for those of you who already own Marvel's Avengers on PlayStation 4 or Xbox Series X/S, you'll be able to upgrade to the next gen within the same console family for free. So if you have it on PS4, you'll be able to play on PS5. If for Xbox One, you'll get the Xbox Series X/S version. That's good to know. Specifics weren't mentioned, but I assume it will work as it does with other games. If you own the game digitally, which I do, you will get a digital code for the next gen version. If you own a physical copy of the game, you'll need a console with a disk drive to recognize it first, and then you'll also get a digital version. All progress, including your profile and saves, will carry over to the next gen consoles. Additionally, cross-gen play is supported between PS4 and PS5 as well as Xbox One and Xbox Series X/S. Okay. So there you have it. The playthrough of Marvel's Avengers will continue over when I do upgrade my game on the Xbox Series S. But it's also good to know that I will get a digital code. But the question here is, will I get it via email? Oh, and in case you're wondering what this is, I cut myself shaving. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm wondering, well, how are we going to get the digital code? Do we just go onto Microsoft and claim it? Or are they going to go through each person's profile and see who's bought it? And then that way they'll know who owns it legitimately and who doesn't. I own it legitimately because I purchased it on my bank card. So, therefore, it hopefully should be a legitimate transaction because I bought it directly through the Xbox store. But I guess I'll see you guys in a few days when that actually ends up getting confirmed. Please take care and goodbye.